Good morning, Kevin here, and it's New Year's Eve. Tomorrow begins January 1st, 2020. And in this video, I want to show you a morning routine that you can do, even if it's the minimum and the only thing you have time to do in the morning, to get the blood flowing and to get your day started off on the right foot. So stay tuned because we're going to do a daily warm up. Okay, so daily exercise cannot be understated. You need to do some kind of form of exercise daily, whether it's a walk, whether it's just some push-ups, some sit-ups, do something daily, but move your body, especially if you have a job where you're very sedentary, sitting all day at a desk, or even if you're like me, you're standing pretty much in a small space, not getting a lot of movement, but standing on your feet all day. You need to get some form of exercise to get your blood pumping, get the fluids moving throughout your body. And this is a warm-up that I do every single day. Even if it's the bare minimum, it might be an off day, I'm not really training that day. I do this in the morning to get the blood pumping, to get my muscles warmed up and prepared for the day. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna work starting from head and going down head to toe. So starting out, I just stand with my feet shoulder width apart for balance, and I rotate my head, starting with the head and the neck, rotating my head side to side, just slowly. Keeping my back straight, making sure you keep the proper posture. What I do is I keep my back straight. I try to think of the top of my head, that I'm being suspended from like a string from the top of my head to elongate the spine. And I tuck my tailbone in, which activates your lower abs. And I try to stay straight, keeping proper posture. I'm not all like hunched over, shoulders back, and I just rotate my neck side to side, left and then right. And you're gonna go back side to side, down, and then I'll go back. And I mean, a lot of people say that you shouldn't rotate your head backwards because it pinches the nerves and puts undue stress on the neck. But it's a natural movement, because if you're looking up to do something, your neck needs to be able to move that way. Same thing side to side. So you're gonna go front, back, side to side, left, then right. You're gonna do it about, counting 1, 2, so that you're going about 10 times each side. And then side to side, looking. And when you're looking and you're turning your head to the side, use your eyes and look as far over your shoulder as possible with your eyes. Give your eyeballs a little bit of exercise and a warm up too. So you're gonna go side to side. Okay, now we've warmed up the neck. Now we're gonna rotate the shoulders forward. 1, going about 10 times. Being sure to come up as high and drop them down as low as you can. Going to the front. And I'm saying to do 10 reps each way, but you really should go until you feel loose. If your shoulders are really tight that one morning, go until they feel loose. I mean, time dependent. Everybody's busy, everybody's rushing to get out of the house in the morning to get to work or whatever, or get the kids off to school. You may need to get up a little bit earlier to get this in, but it doesn't even take 30 minutes. And it gets your blood moving, prepares your body to start your day on the right foot. So you're gonna go forward, you're gonna go back. Next, we've done our neck, we've done our traps. Next, arm circles. Just do some small arm circles to the front, keeping the circle small. Again, about 10 times, back. About 10 times. Now you're gonna go a little bit bigger to the front, medium circles. And if your shoulders are anything like mine, you're gonna hear cracks, pops, grinding, going back. Now we're gonna do large circles, and rather than stand like this, I'm gonna put one foot forward, like in a front stance, and I'm going to do one side at a time so that I can get the maximum range of motion on each side. So I'm gonna stand kind of like in a front stance, either my hand on my thigh or making sure that my lower abs stay tight, focusing on keeping straight. And I'm going to rotate this arm all the way around slowly. You don't want to whip it around and let, inertia take over and all that. You want to slowly move your arm. You see some people, they whip it around really fast. You want to be able to slowly do it at a slow pace so that you can feel the muscles working. And you can feel that the blood is flowing into your muscles. And then back. Again, for 10, you're gonna switch sides. Left side. Back. Okay, we've done that. Now we're gonna start with the chest. Just put your hands like giving yourself a hug. Cross and out. Again, about 10 times. You're gonna go over, right hand on top, open, left arm on top. Alternating arms. Then relax and just stay upright. Always mind your posture. But then you're letting your arms just swing. Kind of like paddling. If you've ever surfed, which I have not, you see the guys paddling out into the waves, kneeling on their board. Same type of thing. From the side, you're gonna be just hands up and you're paddling back. Just a gentle stretch on your shoulders. And again, about 10 times or until you feel warmed up. Okay, next, now we're moving to our core, our waist. From here, again, shoulder width apart, staying straight, and just gently twisting from side to side. Relax your arms, let your arms, just dangle as you're turning. And this kind of reminds me of the Karate Kid, where they are in Okinawa, and Mr. Miyagi has that drum with the two things that flip around and spins it, and the two balls whip around and hit the drum. Same type of movement, okay? This is what this reminds me of. But you're just slowly just relaxing your waist and just twisting side to side. Okay, 10 times. Then from here, shoulder width apart, hands on my hips, and then I do a 4 directional rotation. Going back to basic training, calisthenics back in the 80s, where I'm gonna go to the front, 1, to the side, 2, back, 3, other side, 4. So it's a 4 count exercise. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll go about 10 times to my right. And then I'll go back to the left, going the other way. Again, 10 times. Okay, then from here, I've done my waist. After this, my hips. I'm gonna just stay put and swivel your hips around. Go as far around, making as big of a circle as you can while keeping your body upright and keeping it straight. From the side, you'll be here and you're just rotating your hips in a circle out. You're not like moving your upper body around. You want to try to keep this, your core stable, your tailbone tucked in. You're not like out here. Keep your tailbone tucked in, hands on your hips, and you're rotating. It's not a giant circle, but you're rotating your hips in a circular motion, okay? Going around about 10 times to the right, about 10 times to the left, or until you feel loose. Now the next exercise, next thing are the knees. One of the things that people used to do in the old exercise was to put your hands on your kneecaps with your knee, kind of knees bent, and you used to rotate your knees around. I don't like doing that, especially because I have knee issues, but the knee is not meant to be, go in a direction where you're putting unnecessary force on the outside of the knee. The knee works in a straight plane. It's not meant to bend or bow out to the side. So rather than do circles, I will stand, try and keep upright, your back straight. I'll put my hands on my knees, but I will squat down for like 3. I'll just do a little bounce, 3, and then straighten my knees out and just gently push to kind of make sure they're straight. Because some people, if their flexibility isn't that good, they're not going to be able to lock their knees out. And I'm not talking about locking them forcefully. I'm just talking about straightening your leg. So it's just a gentle push for 3. 1, 2, 3. Down for 3 and up for 3. Making sure that you're straightening your legs out, bounce down, flex them, and then straight. This is also working your ankles, because being straight and keeping your feet flat on the ground, you're also stretching your calves to an extent. And then from here, lastly, is the ankles. And I'll stand on one foot. If you have a balance issue, hold on to a chair, hold on to a wall, whatever. Use a cane if that's what you have, and just rotate your ankle around to the right, to the left, other foot, rotate it around one way and then the other. And that's the daily warm-up. I encourage you guys to give this a try each and every morning, at least 3 to 5 days a week minimum. But it's a great way to start your day, get the body moving, get your blood flowing, and get your body ready to go throughout whatever your day is, whether you sit at a desk, especially if you sit at a desk, have a sedentary job. If you're standing in one spot like I do, pretty much I stand in one spot or very small space all day, it gets the body moving, it gets your fluids moving. It's also the best way to start the day is with some exercise. So even if you're short on time, you can do this body warm up. It takes less than 30 minutes. If your body warms up quick, probably less than that, 15 maybe, who knows? But it's your health. Find the time. Everybody says I don't have time in the morning. Try to get up a half an hour earlier if you need to. It's only 30 minutes. Your body will thank you. So if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with those that you think may benefit, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because when you hit that notification bell, every time a new video comes out, you get notified. Also be sure to go to my website at kevinwpatella.com and subscribe to my email list. That is the most direct way to be in touch with me. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, concerns, just to say hello, whatever. I wish you all a very safe and happy New Year. Drink wisely if you drink. Be sure to be safe. Be aware of your surroundings if you're out in public. Do not drink and drive. And I wish you all a very happy, blessed, and prosperous 2020. God bless, and until the next video, stay focused, train hard, and don't ever quit.